Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my review for After Earth, a brand new film directed by M. Night Shyamalan, Ohama, Muhammad, Lama, Jama, Dalai Lama, Ding Dong. And this is, of course, a movie starring Will Smith and his son, Jaden Smith. So that's a match made in heaven. No, but I like Will Smith. M. Night Shyamalan, not so much, but not now at least. And Jaden Smith, I'm still iffy on, but he could be a rising star. I don't know. You'll find out in this review. So I was not looking forward to this film. I don't like M. Night Shyamalan. The trailers weren't that great, looked very generic, but I saw it anyway because I see anything. So what did I think of After Earth? Well, let's talk about the story. Now, the story for After Earth is set in a faraway future where Earth is uninhabitable. Why? Because we screwed up, so mankind has to go pick themselves up and go to a different planet. They find one, it's called Nova Prime, lame-ass name, and of course aliens start screwing with us. They're using these monsters called Ursa or something like that, where these monsters are like big, like have tentacle things, I don't know, it doesn't matter, and they can smell fear. And of course, we made a soldier called Rangers that can not project fear. They cannot project fear because they're badass, and the main one is Will Smith's character named Cypher Raj or Rage or whatever the hell, and he is a legendary badass. He's awesome. You see him slow-mo slitting one throat because he's so badass. So right now the story sounds like it could be a big war film between aliens versus humans, and Will Smith can be the badass main hero or something. That sounds awesome. Generic, sure, but you know, it could have awesome like Lord of the Rings style fights and stuff, just big epic scales, just huge massive armies. That sounds awesome. Thing is, it's not that. No. That backstory that I just talked about is exactly that. It's just backstory. It means nothing because the story itself is about Cypher's character, the legendary badass played by Will Smith, bringing his son with him on an adventure, a ranger adventure, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And of course his son is played by Jaden Smith. His name is Kato, I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. He brings his son, and of course the ship just blows up, it crashes on Earth, and Will Smith's character Cypher is badly injured, can't walk, his leg's broken, and he tells him, son, you have to go out there, fight a bunch of tigers and stuff, kill a bunch of dudes, I don't care, just go and get the beacon that's on a different part of the ship that just blew up. You have to go there and survive the elements and stuff and bring that back and get us out of here. Do it, son. I'm proud of you. Do it. No, I'm not proud of you. Just do it. And that's the story. That's the story. Alright, I'll admit I could explain the story a little bit better, but to be honest, it's such a predictable, generic as hell story. I was really liking how it started. I mean, it was generic, but it was cool, man. Will Smith was badass. He was like just walking slow-mo, slitting dudes' throats and stuff. I was like, you know what? If this was the movie where he has to fight a bunch of aliens and his son's there, you know, comic relief or something, I don't care. Just, it would have been badass to have that. But no, Will Smith's just chilling up in a broken ass spaceship, just, oh, my leg's so broken. Hey, I'm here, bro, don't worry, I'm watching you, your every move. I'll just sit here and just chill. That's pretty much what his role is. At first he's kind of a badass, but then he's just like, oh my god, my leg's broken, bro, and it's okay, son, you know, just take your breathing thing, whatever. And it's just, it's a lame story, it really is. And even though the acting isn't terrible, I have to admit, Jaden Smith is not leading man material, at least not yet. He's only like 14, 15 years old, but he's not very good in this. I don't think he's terrible. There is scenes where he actually does emote sometimes, but for the most part, he's just not very good. Like I said, Will Smith is completely wasted here. Most of the time, he's just like a emotionless just dude that just sits here, oh, my leg's broken, but he doesn't cry or something. He's just like, oh, my leg's broken, it hurts. Oh, hey, son, I'm here, don't fuck up. There you go. That's his role. That's all he does. And that's kind of sad because I love Will Smith, but he's completely wasted. And the rest of the supporting cast is barely there, and they do an okay job, but nothing amazing at all. But a movie like this can be saved by its action and its special effects. So, was this movie saved? No, it was not, because the action here, I have to admit, was really boring, even though it was shot decently, I would say, and also there's a good amount of it, not too much, but not too little, I would say. Just the right amount. It was just boring to watch because you don't care about these characters. You don't care if this kid gets killed or not, and you know what's gonna happen. So it doesn't matter. There's no tension. It's so predictable, and I didn't think the action was that entertaining. I mean, it was well shot, but the things that M. Night Shyamalan did here just wasn't entertaining. It just was not entertaining to watch. And the special effects, oh boy. Now there is some good stuff in the special effects. I think the designs look pretty good for the most part. I mean, not the most original, but look decent. I like the designs, I guess. I don't know. They look okay. There's one special effect I actually really like with Jaden Smith's suit that he has on, which will actually change colors whenever the climate changes or if there's actually an enemy nearby. That was cool, and they kept doing that throughout the film, and I thought that was really cool that they didn't just forget about it after they did it once. And I like some of the practical stuff, like the little objects that Jaden Smith uses to help himself in the environment. I thought those things were designed pretty cool. They were cool. But all the creatures and some of the scenery, even though some of it looks good, some of the scenery looks horrible in this film. The creatures, all the baboons, the tigers, the alien thing look horrible. They really do. So CG. So yeah, the special effects are not very good, and the action just bored me. And the story itself is so generic it bored me. No characters are likable. The acting is flat here. If I could say anything that's good, it's short. It's about 95 minutes, and it's not M. Night Shyamalan's worst movie. There you go. So, what would I give this film? I didn't really care for it at all. When I left the theater, I wasn't angry. I wasn't like, it's the worst movie ever. But I wasn't like, wowee, that was fun, or, yeah, that was kind of enjoyable. I was just like, I wouldn't watch it again. So I'm going to give it an 18 out of a 40. I really did not care for this film. Hopefully his next movie is better. Probably not. So anyway, there you go. There's my review. Thank you and goodbye.